Asphalt yields to the pressure of the grit. Parked where the city and the silence split. I didn't stitch this garment, but I wear the seams. A tailored jacket made of my father's broken dreams. It's a manufacturing defect, a fault in the mold, the story of the breathing that's already been sold. I'm a fugitive of structure, a refugee of the plan, executing the inertia of a labeled man. It's not a medal pinned upon the chest, just a valid until date for an uninvited guest. Bad company is the brand upon the hide, with nowhere for the cargo or the spirit to hide. I'm a synonym for disaster on a road to nowhere, breathing the weight of the so-colored air, carrying the iron like a hammer or a spade, a tool for the shadows that the history made. I accept the ending like I accept the thirst, a biological rhythm for the damned and the cursed. The sun is just a signal to crawl back in the hole, settling the interest on a hollowed out soul. The barroom turns to stone when I step through the light, a sudden evaporation of the middle of the night. The jukebox stutters on a dry-throated note, while the useful and productive tighten up their coats. No glory in the entrance, no theater in the stride, just the cold hard gravity of all emotion slide. The police keep the tally, the neighbors keep the score of the man who isn't welcome in the world anymore. It's not about the crime, it's about the design, the slow leak erosion of the border and the line, a perpetual flight from an invisible cage. The ink is leaking off the bottom of the page. No north on the compass, no port in the gale, just a technical survival beyond the reach of the pale. The end is in a flash or a cinematic roar, just the sound of the dust hitting the floor. I'm a synonym for disaster on a road to nowhere, breathing the weight of the so-colored air, carrying the iron like a hammer or a spade, a tool for the shadows that the history made. I accept the ending like I accept the thirst, a biological rhythm for the damned and the cursed. Synonym for disaster, the dust perimeter, road to nowhere. Accept the thirst. The iron is heavy, the name is a stone, the most expensive version of being alone. Bad company! Bad company! The steel sits heavy on the bedside oak, a cold pressed border where the silence broke. They call it desertion, they call it a stain, but I just unhooked the latch from the collective chain. I resigned from the game where the dice were all led, ignoring the scripts that the believers have read. In a landscape of dust, the iron is the only law, the solitary hinge in a prehistoric shore. Born in a theater where the metal was the prize, the only thing honest under predatory skies. arithmetic of the damage. Hold on. Hold The reputation isn't a shadow, it's the shape of the hide. The rough textured evidence of the pride I didn't hide. I won't dissolve into the slurry of the soft and the tame. I'm keeping the jagged edge rhythm of a blackened name. The crowd is a solvent, a slow motion rinse, trying to bleach out the marrow and the predator sensed. The day I was born in the draft, in the grit, where the social agreement and the animal split. The social contract is a paper bridge over a furnace. I'm measuring the ethics in the fever of the furnace. Blood for blood, the only math that stays honest. In the mouth of the desert, in the center of the promise. I am the architect of the crash, the mason of the fall, riding bad company on the cemetery wall. The rising sun is a gold-plated fist in the sky, the only authority that doesn't need to lie. Freedom is the salt flats where the shadows don't stay, accepting the silence at the ending of the day. This iron in the waistband isn't venom or spite. It's the reach of the bone in the middle of the night, an extension of the will in a world of the weak. The only true language that the lungs want to speak. Submission is a poison that the comfortable drink, while they're busy ignoring the edge of the brink. But I've studied the gravity, I've caught at the cost, finding the silver and map in everything I lost. We all have to feed the heavy-duty earth, paying back the interest on the day of our birth. I'm not looking for a podium, a flag on the height, or a cinematic version of the wrong and the right. Solitude is a kingdom with the dullest room, cultivating the clarity in the diagnostic gloom. I'm not fighting for the trophy or the winner's breath, I'm just polishing the handle on a voluntary death. I am the architect of the crash, the mason of the fall, riding bad company on the cemetery wall. The rising sun is a gold-plated fist in the sky, the only authority that doesn't need to lie. Freedom is the salt flats where the shadows don't stay, accepting the silence at the ending of the day. Bad company. The label is the whole. The undistortion of the marrow and the bone. The sun is rising, the iron is cold. The story of the resistance is already told. Not for the victory, not for the light, just the dignity of falling at the speed of the night. The speed of the night. The fall. The air is a heavy-duty cocktail of the dregs, spent gunpowder and the grease upon the silver legs of an engine idling in the cooling midnight heat. Cigarette smoke is a ribbon on the street, bitter as the promises I never meant to keep, drifting through the motel rooms while the believers sleep. The asphalt has a pulse, a low-frequency hum, vibrating through my boots until the nerves go numb. A zumbido of the exit, a frequency of flight, chasing down the shadow in the center of the night. atmosphere, a tension in the air as I breathe the iron flavor of the stagnant, dusty air. I am a Volto, a fracture in the glare, a piece of the nothingness that's standing right there. No cinematic mercy, no holy kind of grace, just the cold inspection of a wide and vacant space. The motel walls are paper, the carpet is a grave, saturated by the secrets that the sinners couldn't save. In the hollow of the hallway, in the silence of the room, there are no whispered presays to alleviate the gloom. Just the dry metallic language of the hammer and the pin, the only honest dialogue where the actions all begin. The click of the trigger is the only prayer we know, a punctuation mark before the current starts to flow. Armando Ogatillo, the clock is at the gate, liquidating history to balance out the way. I am a dark stain on the landscape of the dust. We industrial byproduct of a broken down trust. Daylight is a hunter trying to bleach the skin, but it can't find a gateway to the state that I am in. The horizon is a thread, a sharp and crimson line, unmaking the blueprints of a sovereign design. Oil and gunpowder, the sun is coming up, pouring all the terminality into a plastic cup. A man made of shadows, a paysage made of grit, watching as the heavens and the foundation split. The prayer is a click, the prayer is a click. Terminal. Terminal. The barrel is a sliver of ice against the palm, a cold rolled divinity in the stagnant air. The arithmetic of vengeance found the fold in the map, and he's the only number that's currently there. No escape in the blueprints, no backdoor in the bone. Guess it's the only currency the system will take, the final laden payment for a lifelong stake. No suspense in the verdict, just the tick of the clock, waiting for the iron to shatter the rock. Standing at the end of a rusted out wire, the laden currency, the laden currency. Fresta, the jagged wooden crack at the silhouettes blooming in the early gray light. They move with the precision of a surgical blade, the inevitable conclusion of a 30-year night. He doesn't seek the miracle, the white flag truce. He's been an auditor of his own internal storm. He's looking at the ghosts of the decisions he fed, trying to keep a departing identity warm. The pale light is a diagnostic for the scene, revealing the target in the center of the room. the stone stops dead. The pale light hits the lead. Wait for the sound of the silence to break. The last honest movement he's allowed to make. I'm for an eye,